Good evening, everyone. We will be starting our session in few moments. Please stay tuned. Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to WebWrap 1.0, presented by the IEEE Computer Society of SLIIT. We are thrilled to have you all here with us today for our second session on backend integration. I'm 𝗥𝗏𝗂𝗹𝗚 and I will be your host for this evening. Before we dive into today's content, I'd like to take a moment to introduce our knowledge partner, 𝗏𝘂𝗍. 𝗏𝘂𝗍 is a leading tech company in Sri Lanka, known for scalable solutions and recognized as one of the top 10 companies in the country. We are really grateful for your support and collaboration in making this event possible. In today's session, we will cover the fundamentals of backend integration, where you will learn about server-side scripting, databases, and connecting your frontend with the backend. I encourage all of you to actively participate, ask questions, and engage with the speaker and fellow participants. Now, it's my privilege to introduce our speaker, Mr. 𝗏𝗏, who is a software engineer at 𝗏𝘂𝗍, and also he is the former vice president of the SLIT Faculty of Computing student community. Welcome, Mr. 𝗏𝗏. The stage is yours.
Hi guys, so thank you for the warm welcome. So think I'm audible and visible to everyone. Someone please confirm. Hello,
Yes,
can you guys
audible.
hear me? Okay, cool. So first, let me share my screen. Okay, 1 minute, please. Yeah. So hope everyone can see my screen now. Please thumbs up if you guys can see my screen. Cool. Okay, so first of all, good evening to you all. It would be a great pleasure to be a part of the first version of WebWrap, this event. So I'm really excited to share my knowledge, and also it's really honor to be here after a long time leaving university. So I want to thank IEEE community, Computer Society of SLIT, to having me here, especially the chairperson 𝗏𝘍𝗪 𝐴𝐴𝑟𝑎𝐴𝑐𝐻, and also thank you for inviting me, Heidi, and also 𝗏𝘱𝗏 𝗏𝘍 for coordinating me. So really pleasure to work with you all. So from the beginning of this session, I want to say something. So when I was in university, like a couple of years back, so we didn't had this kind of events, like, so we didn't get chance to like collaborate with industry people, and we didn't get much guidance to the industry. We didn't I mean, we didn't have some like opportunities to get knowledge from the industry, so we didn't much open to the industry actually. So as university students, and hopefully I think school students also here, so as you guys have a great opportunity, so IEEE Computer and Society of SLIT has created a great opportunity to you all. So first of all, I would like to know how many of you from SLIT? If you are from SLIT, can you please raise your hands? Only two? Yeah, cool. So it seems like most of you are from SLIT, right? Good to know. Cool. So is there any school leavers? SLIT guys can raise down your hands. Okay, seems like we have some school students also. And are there anyone from other universities other than SLIT? Are there any? School leavers can raise down your hands. Okay, cool. So nice. It's good to see a large community here. Then, so definitely, if you are here, like you might have some intention to get some knowledge. You might have some good attitude to learn, and that would be really interesting. So let's dive into the session. Yeah. So introduction to backend development. This is the topic of today. So basically, I want to tell you like I don't want to explain theories much, but definitely I'm explaining theories. Don't get out of that. But basically, I don't want to be you a boring lecture, usual boring lecture. This is not the lecture, so you can just share your things and. Like once I'll give you a chance, you can share your things, and I want to do some interactive things like live codings and kind of stuff. So I would like to tell you for from the beginning, like to get ready with that also. So it would be like opportunity to you all. That's what I wanted to mention. So okay, so in this session, basically I'm planning to cover the key responsibilities of backend developer and also common concepts of backend developments and database design and uh, main languages, frameworks, libraries that use in industry and commonly used. And also I'm planning to give you some overview of server, database, and APIs related stuffs and industry best practices as well. Also, I'm planning to do some demo with TypeScript, Fastify, Prisma, and Postgres SQL, and also planning to do some sort of things. Some sort of things. So why I'm getting calling from your reps? Am I still audible, right? If there's anything like, please raise your hand or tell, like, okay. I'm still audible, right? Someone please confirm.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, cool. Nice. So, okay. So like I think this session will be useful for your studies as well as I think most of you are looking to enter to the IT industry. So as a career guidance, this will be useful for you all. And also like I'll be very simple and beginner friendly for you all. So, so Heshan told me actually most of you are from first years and second years and also school leavers. So I'll try my best to be simple and beginner friendly. And my plan is to cover all the areas will be useful to students. And end of the session, I'm perfectly sure you will be learning a lot and it will be an amazing journey for your industry. So yeah, who is your speaker? Basically, it's me, guys. So so I'm a full stack developer at 𝗏𝗏𝗏, not only a backend developer. I'm a full stack developer, and I'm currently reading my MSc in Advanced Software Engineering in Westminster University. And also, as you, most of you, I'm graduated from SLIT in 2022, and proudly, I was the vice president of 2021 Faculty of Computer Institute and Community, and also a public speaker in Channel TV, and also an IT consultant. So if you have any doubt in the end of this session, you can just contact my LinkedIn. I can give you answers, and whatever the thing I can do for you, I'll ready to do. And okay, let's dive into the session. So what is backend development? So as we all know, like every web page can divide into two parts. Okay, so it's front end and back end. So I think you had that front end session, right? Someone confirm you had that front end session, right? I saw the flyers and all. I'm not sure you had that. You had, right? That thumbs up says, I think yes. Okay, so basically front end is the visual stuffs you can see, and also they are like we have that state management kind of things in front end. And also when it comes to back end, their main responsibility is to handle the logics and save and manage the data. That's what can do. So backend development is the backbone of the like it's like the brain of a system. Like if we say like human body, it's like the brain and backbone of the application. So basically handling the logic, data storage, and server-side operations are doing when it comes to backend development. We can see those things, and basically in there, like there we can see some key responsibilities in backend. Like so, I'm going to more dive into these things, like but I'll briefly explain here. So one is data storage. So it will create and manage database storage and all. So the server side logic, and that is something like handling the request and response between the front end and database. That's what something like server side logic we'll dive into more. And also APIs. We'll discuss more about APIs later. And security. So in security, there are two main considerations: and authentication and authorizations. So I'm going to discuss more about that things also. And one more thing I want to highlight, like here, like most of the hackers, anyone doing cybersecurity here? Come on, guys, I want some interaction from you. Okay, that's cool. So like that's cool, Mike. So basically what hackers do is like they are trying to break our system, and mostly hackers trying to access our databases and inject kind of SQL injection kind of thing. So they are trying to access our data. And also one thing we are mostly considering in backend development is performance. So we have to run our application smoothly and efficiently. That is something more important. Okay, so lots of theories. So I'm going to do some real world example. I have mentioned about social media platform here, but I feel like since you guys are not much interacting, I want to do something like this. Suggest me some site, like let's say. So let's say like a Pizza Hut. Everyone like I guess everyone like pizza, right? Everyone likes pizza. So so we are. I'm planning to analyze these real world example, not using Facebook or Instagram. So I'm going to use Pizza Hut official website. So this is the Pizza Hut official website in Sri Lanka. So let's see how the backend communication and how the backend things behave here. Okay. Let me inspect here. So I hope you all know that's developer tools provided by browsers. So my favorite browser is Google Chrome. So this is the place where I'm usually debug things and all. So this is the element section. So it's mostly for the front end developers, and console section also mostly for the front end developers. But we can see like if there's any errors kind of things and warnings, we can see there. So if there's anything like we can see actually the response here. So we can basically try something like if we need. So I want to highlight something here, like I can see there's an issue actually in, I just saw this, like, see, this is something like they have put like unnecessary, so these kind of things should not be there. That's from AI, their end, right? So basically what I wanted to say is, as backend developers, we basically focusing of this section, the network area. So let me show you like API. So what I'm trying to show you is how the front end. So this would be the front end of PSAT website. It would be communicate with backend. So okay. So since here school students here, so you guys when you are visiting a website, when you are trying to like having some order or something, like you can just go through these things. That's why I'm going downwards, like this is the very simple things, but I guess these will be useful for school students if you are trying to enter to the IT industry. So okay. So let me type something here. Let's say like it's takeaway, since it's a takeaway order. So here I'm trying to add some letters, and you can see some of API calls here. Okay, these are the API calls which are firing from the front end to back end. So here you can basically get more details here from this response actually. I mean with this API call. So I'm going to analyze this one. Okay, so you can see that here like they have sent their authentication token with there, and also you can see this would be a get request because I'm sending these characters there, and with that it would be a get request. So so they are retrieving data from the backend. So as you can see, like they have passed status code as to 2200. So I'll dive into some status codes here, like that's what I'm planning. Let's see. So so you can see here here what are the data that come in, like let's say let's go here. Like you can see it will be retrieving the data here, like so these drop down data will come in from here. So you can see like, so that's how the front end send the request to the backend, and how the how the response coming back to the browser, your browser, whatever the front end. Okay, so that's what you can basically see here. Like once you are debugging, this will be useful tool for you all. Also I wanted to like, no, I'll go those areas later. Like I wanted to highlight those things also, and like some tools here we can use basically. So I'll come on later. Okay, so again to the session. So how many of you are doing internships currently? How many of you are doing internships? Please raise your hands if you are doing an internship. Hello, guys. Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Someone please confirm.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So why don't you like don't raising your hands? No one is doing internships. So raise your hands if you are not doing an internship. That would be easy, I guess. So that means no one doing an internship, right? Oh, seriously. That's terrible, Macha. So, okay. Okay, guys, thank you. Let me go there. So guys, tell me this answer to this question. If someone can unmute and answer, what's the answer for this one? Or else, does the chat disable? Aditya, this chat has disabled, right? Is it? Hello? Why don't you guys interacting? Hello, can you guys hear me again? Okay, we are running out of time. Please, someone answer for this one. Okay. So no replies means no one knows. Is it? Okay, fine. So who is a backend developer, basically? So basically, person who works on backends is a backend developer. Okay, so that's what the simplest answer. Basically, in backend development, so you should be a good developer actually. Okay, so you should be a good developer. So who is a good developer? I want to quickly go for this one. So basically, being a good developer is like it's not just the coding. Okay, so if you are guys planning to enter to the industry, if you guys are planning to take an internship, take your career in IT industry, so it's more important to have some other skills other than the coding. So coding you can improve, like you can practice and you can improve, and some soft skills that there are some soft skills that really needed, like good attitudes, good communication. So I'll tell you guys one of my experience. So when I was first doing my job, so there one thing I learned from there, even in my current company, one thing I learned from there. So I thought like, okay, I was an announcer, I was a TV presenter. So I thought like, okay, I would be a good communicator. I had no doubt of that. But what I realize is it's not the exact communication, right? It's not the exact communication in IT industry. So if you are guys, if you are a developer, if you are working with a team, so most importantly, you should collaborate with your team, and you should definitely talk to your leads and give the updates and all. So that's the one most important thing what I learned from these years of my career. Okay, cool. And also like teamwork, ability to learn, these things are very important. Okay, so ability to learn, once I want to show you some other things. So there are some websites you can follow up, like these are not essential, but there are some other websites also. One is Solo Learn, right? This website, so once I was a leaderboard, I was in the leaderboard there, like when I was in university those days. So you can learn any language from here. Also you can practice lead code. So lead code is somewhat more important thing, like for when you goes to industry, you can practice and the things. I think this is not the correct link. So anyway, you can like use those things. And also YouTube, definitely you can use YouTube. And Udemy courses there, like you can pay, you might have to pay there, but they are really supportive and really good for your career. And also there's a website called Daily Dev, right? This one. So I usually use to this one. So here you can daily practice your daily coding task and all. So it would be great, right? So you can daily practice, make the perfect, right? Okay. So I'm actually I really boring, like you guys are not engaging with my, so that's something like I didn't expect actually. So I thought like you guys will talk and share things. That's what I thought. Okay, so back to this session. Wait a minute. Back to this session. Back to the lectures. Okay, back to the slides actually. Now I feel like a bit boring. My excitement was gone. Like, okay, so you should be a learner till your death. Okay, you should be a learner till your death. So here, since no one is engaging, I'm going to give you a exercise. Okay, I guess everyone can see this whiteboard, right? Someone please confirm.
Yeah, we can see.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So don't tell sir to me, right? I'm not a sir. I'm not your usual lecturers and all. So I'm just a student. Like I was a student like you. I was just a senior. So I'm not a sir. Okay. Cool. So I'll going to give you guys a exercise, right? So basically, so what I was telling you is you should be a lifelong learner. Okay, learner. So my coding exercise is let's assume you are living 100 years. This is a very small exercise. Okay, so if you guys looking for an internship, you might have to face this kind of interview questions, sudden interview questions. So what I'm going to ask, the reason behind I'm going to ask this is one is to encourage with you all, and also if there's any good developer, if there's any someone who has some passionate. So once this session will go to the outside, it will be seen by industry people, and sometimes I think some of my seniors from Insight also has joined. So if you are applying for an internship or something, if you are doing these kind of things well, so you have exactly a better opportunity. So okay, so let's assume you are living in 100 years and you should be a lifelong learner. Okay, after the death only, so it will be end. Okay, you guys clear this scenario? Please someone tell me, please, are you guys clear this scenario? At least please put a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So you have to, what I'm going to tell you is write a small like code for this. This is very simple one. So I think you can do this. If you are not familiar with, since there are some students in school leavers, so if you are not familiar with programming languages, you can simply write the pseudocode. So if someone completed, they can basically raise your hand or like kind of thing. So I'll quickly give you like 5 minutes is enough, I guess. Should be 5 minutes enough. But like, yeah, take your time, and like I have more topics to discuss also. So quickly write this. You can use any programming language you are using, you familiar with. So after that, I'm going to write the code. So once you are writing, I'm also going to write. So see who is going to do it first. Okay, cool. Okay, take your time, guys.
Guys, the chat is disabled, but Q&A section is open. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the Q&A section. Thank you.
So guys, if you need some something like, wait a minute. Do you guys need some like hint or something like, right? I'll give you a small hint. Like I'll give you an array object. I just wrote an array object there. Yes, you can ask questions. Yeah. Someone raised a hand, right? If you have questions, please raise in Q&A section. Yeah. So guys, basically, wait a minute. If you guys need it, you can use this array object. Generate. I'll put it as a what we call in the chat. I mean, since the chat is disabled, I'll put it in the Q&A. Script. So anyone has answers? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you like another 3 minutes, 3 or 5 minutes, like minutes, and I'll start the session. So because I am running out of time. So when you are doing this, once you are doing this, I'm going to write my answer, and I'll show you. Yeah, it would be easy. Otherwise, it would take so many time. So I'm not going to show the answer because some people are writing, like, I guess. So one send me a code. So seems like it's fine. Yeah, you have done it correctly. Like the for loop has correct, and yeah, seems like this is correct answer. So yeah, good web. Okay, I guess it's enough time. So basically, here, like I am, I'll 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 do it in my way. So so basically, I have like, let me. So here, like I have generated the code actually, since we are running out of time. So I want to show you, like this is not actually the code, but I wrote, like this have the idea actually. So basically I want to show, like I generated this code with Codium, which is in with the AI tool. So I want to show you this one also. So you might experience this kind of coding related stuffs. So anyone using AI for coding? Tell me. I think you guys can't unmute, no? Anyone using AI?
Yes, I'm using AI.
Yeah, which are the AI technologies you are using, Mali?
As of now, ChatGPT and mostly Microsoft Copilot.
Yeah, cool, nice. So that's cool. I want that interaction. Thank you so much. So basically, this is some other free tool you can use in ChatGPT. You know, like you have to pay for the subscription premium, like subscription. So this is somewhat like GitHub Copilot and kind of thing, but this is a basically extension. Which we call Codium, right? So you can use this one if you are using VS Code. This is a free tool. I want to tell you guys, like, so you can use this one also, like for your coding stuffs and all. It would be really useful for you. So what I was telling is like about this one, like it was the thing, like I was asking, like we are till we are die, we should be learn. So here this is the simple code I wanted this part only actually. So like the for loop, the thing I wanted to expect from you. So like here, so that array I gave you is kind of array here. So what we are doing is basically we are taking this array and we are passing a random random index, like, you know, like we can pass 0 or whatever, and it will access the exact value here. I think you all know those things, and also I'll do this quickly because we are running out of time. So basically you can pass it to here, and it will call in from this place, and so with this for loop you can basically run till 100 times, since we are assuming that that we are living 100 years. So basically, and then once it ends, so it will be the end of the code. I mean, end of the, it seems similar to the death. So let me run this code. So let me change this to 5. It will be easy for us. So it should be run 5 times. So how we run this is like demo slash live.js. It should be run, yeah, it should be run 5 times and it will be in the code. So this is the simple thing I wanted to want you guys to do. So I got 2 answers, I guess. So thank you for them to send me those answers. And I guess some people can't use the chat. That might be the reason you're not sending answers. Anyway, thank you. So I'll quickly go to the next part. Okay, so here's the place, actually the session most important thing we are going to discuss, and this is the exact beginning of the session actually. So like here is the place we are discussing more advanced things. So basically so why backend development matters. So let me go again to that that here. So I'm going to delete this one and delete this one also. Okay. So so basically server, we know, like let's say, wait, here is here is us, right? Okay, here is us, our website or something like that. So in our machine, So we are going to access the server. Okay, let's say this would be a server. Cool. So this is the server, right? So server to our machine, local machine communication happens through the internet. Okay, so but the thing is, these things basically can't handle by their own, by internet on. Okay, so that's why we need the backend development. So backend development is the main part that using that kind of things when it comes to developments, like that's the main part handling that basic thing. So server to client communication basically happening with this server side backend development. That's why backend mainly important. Okay, so let's dive deep. So basically here I want to highlight some two concepts basically. So one is like authentication and one is authorization. So when it comes to authentication, that means who you are. Okay, so basically here when it comes to authentication, like we can see like password based authentication these days, like it's rarely using now. Now we have multi-factor authentication kind of things. Let me show you, like if you go to a Google Authenticator or something, so you might all know like Google Authenticator or something, like these authenticators always send in like regenerating OTP kind of thing. So we can basically enter that one, and that multi-factor authentication is there currently. Most companies using that, most big tech companies using multi-factor authentication. And also one most common thing, token based authentication, JWT authentication basically we are using, and also the session based authentication. So let me show you one thing, like since I was getting ready for this, I created some demo here for you, which I was planning to explain later. I mean, in the later parts. So I just show you the authentication only. So this is what I planned and I developed for this session. So this took me that whole weekend to generate things, and things like there were some authentication also. So basically I'm going to show what I'm going to show is authentication. So let me see, does I'm running this one. 1 minute. Wait, I'm not running that one, so let me run this one first. So okay, so this tool, I think you all familiar. Someone mentioned the name. You can see it in the screen also. Please, I just want to get interacted. That's why I'm asking these silly questions. So someone tell me, what is this tool? Don't anyone know?
Postman.
Yeah, cool. Cool. So Postman is the one of the main tool we are using for API testing, and you know, like it's a small company. Postman company is one of the small companies, started as a startup in India, a rural area, and now it become the most using API testing methodology. So here, like. So I want to send authentication. I want to send a request for login. As you can see, like I have included email and password. I'll explain why I'm using these things instead of using that as usual username and password. I'll explain because I just integrated and generating. That's why I'll explain with the demo. So basically, what I want to show is like we can send a request and we can take this access token. Okay, so this is the JWT authentication token. So we here is the main place. I mean, this with this authentication token, this JWT token keep the data of user as a JSON. So I think you all know what is JSON object, right? JSON is somewhat like this. See, it will include these things. So how this thing can be a basically a JSON object. Let me show you. There's a converter for this one. I'll show you which it taking the. Let me go there. So basically this is one thing we can basically using. So if we enter the token here, so wait, that's one was one. Okay, if we enter it here and basically we can decode it, right? Yeah, sorry. Okay. So you can see like, so this data is included here. See, so basically these data will be included here. Let me try another one also here. Request and generated this one, and let me send it. So what's happening here? So basically what's happening here is like you can convert simply the text you are using like to a JSON object. So it will authenticate the whole thing, and that's what basically browser can access, and we do everything with that token. Okay, so that's a JWT authentication. It will be really useful when you are entering into the industry for authentication, something we are commonly used in industry. Also, you might all know like the authentication method single sign-on. That's what we basically like when we are signing to, we can sign it through the Facebook, Google, or whatever. That is something something used in industry. And what is authorization? Authorization mean basically give access kind of thing. So basically simply in simple terms we can say like what you can do. Okay, it's something I like what you can do is the authorization basically handling that one. Okay, so basically we have the role-based authentication and also authorization. Basically we are defining admin or user or owner or whatever. So they are giving the access according to the that roles. So that is something we call authorization. Okay, let's go to the backend development lifecycle. This is one of the most important thing. So let me go show. There's a one common diagram we are using in, I use this one like when I am creating presentations and all. I was commonly using this one. Sorry, this this thing in my presentation, especially when you go to research projects and all. So you might have to include this image definitely. Okay, basically this is something something in software development life cycle. So I'll align this to backend development life cycle. Let me drink some water first. So okay. So in here, discovery means basically planning and requirement gathering stage. As you all know, like here is the place we are getting the client requirements, what client need and all. So we are doing that planning also here. So it would be really important to have a good plan. So here, like, we can choose whatever the programming languages we are using, whatever the frameworks and all, we can basically think when in this stage. And also when we are going to designing in design phase, basically we are using design here. So we can design our database design, we can design our API design, we can design our system architecture kind of thing. So whatever the database you want to do, like relational database, SQL database, whatever the thing you can do here. So I'll explain these things later in database, under the database. And API design, I'll explain APIs also later, so I'm not wasting time here. And also system architecture. So system architecture means you might heard like microservices, monolithic architecture, HMVC, MVC kind of things. So basically monolithic means like it's a tightly coupled system. So all the front end, all the back end, everything will be there. And uh, it's somewhat different when it comes to microservices. Microservices will provide some gateway, and it will communicate. So yeah, so model view controller and VC architecture. So we are basically passing data kind of things. That's what happening there. And okay, and let's go to development stage. So here basically we have three things: coding, testing, debugging. Okay, you might heard these words. I mean, testing and debugging. You should definitely ask if you are someone from industry. I mean, someone doing IT things. So let me quickly show you so how the data flow happens. Okay, under this one. So basically, first we have this routing layer. Okay, I'll put this as routes. Okay. So this layer will be route layer. Okay. So once request comes there, like like front ends or whatever the things like Postman or whatever, we can send request to our backend. No, we all know, right? So if we take this whole thing as our backend, so basically this will be the routes. So this is the place where we are having the request and all. So okay, so with my demo I'll go more deep. I just going through here, and then we have another layer called middlewares. Okay, so here we are basically handling that validations and authentication, as I previously mentioned, middleware. So we are handling those things here. Okay, let me, can I get it? Okay, then the validations will happen in here, and after that we have controllers. So in the controllers, we are the place we are basically controlling the server, I mean database request. The controller is the place where we are handling the request and response. Okay, we can pass whatever the data here, and we can return whatever the response we want. Then it goes to another layer called services. So in this services is the place we are using our logic. Okay, it can be any logic, like it could be transaction logic, everything. I mean, any kind of logic we are writing in the server. So I'm explaining the basic architecture. This will be really useful when you are going to industry. Okay, so when you are doing some development, this you definitely should know about this part. So let me quickly go for the last two layers. Hello, someone has any question? Nishan, do you have any question? I guess he's just unmuted. Okay, fine. Then as I mentioned, so here, like, where was I? So this is the model. Okay, so model layer is this. So this is the place where exactly binding our tables into our backend. So this model layer is there, and after that, after all, we found our database. I think we have that database emoji. Yeah, kind of a database emoji. I mean, not emoji, sorry. Shape, right? Okay, it came here. Let me take it here. No. Okay, anyway, like, right. Anyway, so this is the architecture route to middleware. Middleware will be validating and whatever the thing, the authorization and anything, it can be done there. Actually, authentication, and controller handle the response and request, and server is there where the logic lies, and here is the model which basically bind the database with our backend. Yeah, so this is the main pathway of it. And let's again go to this testing phase. So basically we are doing testing there, the unit testing. We are actually for a certain code or a certain function, we are writing unit test there. So it would be really important to test there. So let's again, like, I want to show you somewhat mostly even the people in industry doesn't know. So I just this is not actually directly related to backend development, but I wanted to show you the performance testing which we can do done by Lighthouse tool. So even I learned this recently. I thought better to share this one with you. So with Lighthouse, so it's an inbuilt tool in Google Chrome. So we can test how our website, how strong is our website, how the SEO, how the performance of our website. So let's see the performance of Pizza Hut Sri Lanka. See, that's the situation of modern websites in Sri Lanka. See, it's a very low level when it comes to performance. So definitely, I think the best practices was that 74. It was somewhat good, and SEO also the accessibility and these kind of things there. So I really consider about the Pizza Hut website, like they should improve these things. Anyway, so you can try out this one. Actually, that's why I show you. So you can basically try out these things when it comes to the websites you are using, you can basically try out these things definitely. Okay. Let's move to the session again. So sorry, we were in development and we were in so where was it? Yeah, we were in testing there and QA testing also there. We are doing things and then the release. So honestly, I'm not much into this stage because I am not a DevOps engineer, but I want to say like as a developers, we are basically having some sort of GitHub actions and CI/CD pipelines running. So I think you all have at least commit one time your code. So once you commit, after you're committing, once it merge into main branch or whatever the branch, you can run like CI/CD pipelines with GitHub action. I'm just additionally telling you can search whatever the things you want. If there's anything additional you want to know, or else you can simply ask. But no one is asking questions. Oh, I see. Another one has added some. I just saw that one. Yeah, seems like. Yeah, your answer is correct, and I guess like I have to take a look on this one. Anyway, I'll go to like there, and I'll review that one later. Because I really appreciate that one. I just saw that. Sorry, Manik. Sorry, sorry for not saying your name there. So basically after that we are coming to that release things, and you can basically do the CI/CD pipeline things. They are very important when it comes to developments, and you can just review your calls, and you can I think Ashen is doing some GitLab related session lately. I'll tell him also it's better to include that conventional commits there. There's a thing called conventional commits, so you can not directly committing. You can just use conventional commits. It will save your application very much. Okay, so the maintains when it comes to maintains, mostly in industry we are using a environment for developments, which we are doing can be the local. We are doing developments. After that, there's an environment called QA, QS to test. After that, there's another environment called UAT, which is the real users are using. So if you guys, okay, you have mentioned, can you explain testing further? Okay. So basically testing. Okay. Can you specify which kind? No, I'll go through. So if I explain about testing, so basically this is, I just ignored that one because it's not exactly related to backend development, but I'll explain a bit more. So let me show my code. I wrote. I was planning this one to show up in the end, but you have asked the question, so I'll give a quick answer here, just showing this one. So this is somewhat I created yesterday, but I didn't able to like complete this one. Actually, this testing unit testing thing. That's what this is remaining anyway. So basically, you can test whatever the thing you want. So here you can see like this is a unit test actually. So in if I go my application, so I have this is my app.js file, so main file. So I have write that unit test for this health check call. So here what happening is once the server call and everything working fine, it will be checking whether the server call is correct. I mean, it's okay. So it will be send a request to there. It's a get request. So here we can test exactly this one. Okay. So we write this 𝘊𝑆tify, I mean, this testing, I mean, this unit test just to check that one. Okay. We can take whatever the thing we want. Like we can take, there are some other codes also, like we can, let's say, like, I'll quickly show something like, let's say we want to check this one. This is a find, I mean, find user by email. No? So you can basically test this one by running that unit test. Okay, we can run that unit test. And also, if you are interested in QA side, there are some other things you want to know definitely. So in QA, the manual testing and automation testing there. So I recommend, if you are planning to go as a tester, if you are planning to do some QA job in future, it's a really good career. Actually, being a QA is a really good career. So you have to focus on basically the testing, automation testings. So there are frameworks, like, let me show you. I also work with this framework, Cypress. No, it should be this Cypress. Yes. Yeah, no, sorry, this Cypress. No. Actually, I can't remember. It should be Cypress testing. Let's see, testing. Yeah, this is the thing. So basically, this Cypress. Okay, there's a tool called Cypress. We are running, which we can write unit test or whatever the test for the system. So you can refer this documentation, cypress.io. If you want, let me, how can I put this here? I can reply there, no? Okay. I'll put this one. And also you can just imagine, you can just follow up like the things like Selenium kind of things. So if you're planning to do be a QA, you can go with that one. It will be really useful. Hope your answer got. I hope you got the answer, and I talked about the maintenance and all. So yeah, that's the software development life cycle, and basically the backend development life cycle. Okay, then let's go to the next slide. Let me quickly go. So here I am planning to briefly explain about overview of server, API, and databases. So basically, what is a server? So as I mentioned, so previously I tell, like, server is the place, like it's act like a computer or a device kind of. So basically it will be the place we are hosting website, and basically the storing application data, handling emails kind of stuffs, are doing, like, especially handling the network traffic, which is in the server. So that's the place we are doing those things. And what is API? Most importantly, I'll again go to my demo thing. I'll again go to the Postman thing here. Okay, so we have, like, when it comes to APIs, mostly we are using REST APIs here. Nowadays in industry is really using REST APIs. So in REST APIs, basically we have 4 database like request methods. Okay, so one is get request. You can basically get your data. So let me run this. I'm not sure whether this is working correctly. So you can see, like, basically with the get request we can take whatever the data there's in their data table, I mean database, and one is post request. So with that one, we can create whatever the data we want. So I'll quickly run this one. So as you can see, this response, I mean, it has passed to the this request has to the back passed to the backend through this route, and then it return this as an output, which has saved to database and returning back, and it's returning this 201 status code, which means created. And if I go to there, it's 200. It means okay. And there are some other request codes also. I'll explain later. So here it's a put request. Basically, put is we are using for updates. Okay, you can see like it has updated and it's written 200 and things like that. So there I want to mention you one thing. We have that put request and also patch request. Both of these requests are doing the update, but what most special thing is, with that put request we have to pass or pass whole object, I mean whole things we are going to update. So we can object whole we can update a whole object. So, and also when it comes to a patch, we can pass certainly one element of that object, and we can basically update. So currently I didn't created those put patch things there, so that's why I can't send that thing. Anyway, you should remember that one also. So one thing I wanted to highlight there is delete request. It's basically we can pass our ID and we can delete. So they are the main REST API calls we have find usually. So let me show you one more thing. As I mentioned, HTTP request calls. Okay, there are some interesting facts about this API calls also. Let me go there. Let me close these things. I really terrible when it comes to like. Okay, so hope you all can see my screen. Is someone confirm?
Yeah, we can see.
Cool. I just wanted to confirm you guys is still listening. I know this might be boring, but this is how the theoretical things work. Like, so without these theoretical things, you can't survive in the industry. Most probably in most interviews, like you guys have to find internships. No, you guys have to somehow enter to the career into this industry, IT career. So basically you have to align with these kind of boring meetings and all. You have to align with them also. I tried my best to be more interactive to you, but I know like these are real terrible theoretical stuffs. So what I want to tell you is like currently in SLIT, how many of the students are in your batch? Current later batch, how many of the students? Just answer, like someone can answer, right? At least put it in a Q&A. Hello.
I think approximately close to 1,000 in our batch.
Yeah, around 1,000. Like, so see, when I was in SLIT, there were around 500 to 800 students in my batch. I did IT as a specialization. So I remember once I was the batch rep. I remember there was 500 students in our batch in doing IT, and overall there were around 800. Sorry, I told 500, right? 500 in IT section. So, but only graduated around 200, kind of thing. So you have to. This is a really tough task to do your getting a degree. Okay, it is also so. It doesn't mean like you are paying for SLIT. You are doing assignments. That doesn't mean you can get the degree. So you have to have that commitment and all. And also think you got the degree. After you got the degree, do you think you can easily enter to the industry? No, right? So it's also difficult. So currently, like think like your batch has 1,000 students. So at least there might be 800 graduates. There might be 800 graduates. So all of them are seeking jobs, right? All of them are seeking jobs. So it's really terrible to take that kind of that much of jobs, because some companies leaving now, leaving Sri Lanka now. Like some companies having layoffs there. So it's really terrible in the situation in IT industry now. Like I'm just telling the truth. Some companies are coming, and there are some startups are growing up. But the real thing is you have to be multi-talented person. So you have to learn of these things. I'm really appreciate you guys are here, still here, because you want something. I'll probably think you can just take and absorb these things, and you can basically go for the industry. I'll do my best in this session. Even after this session, if you have any doubt, reach me through the LinkedIn. I'll answer whenever it's possible. Definitely, because I want to do something for like my store. I mean, this is the place where I was belong to, like in sleep. So yeah, that's it. And also, even if you are from other university, it will not be a problem. Yeah, if you have any problem, yeah, definitely reach me. Okay, cool. So here, these are the HTTP requests. Mostly these 200 requests are the basically success status. I mean status codes, and also these 300 things there. These are not much using, but kind of valid things, and you might have to take a look on them. And also, most importantly, 400 errors. Someone tell me what are the 400 errors mean? At least no. Don't need to tell. Just raise your hand if you have any experience in 400 errors. Tell me. Definitely. I mean, if you are using web browsers and all, you should have. Okay, cool. That's good. So basically, 400 means bad request, and 401 means unauthorized. That means like, as I previously mentioned, we have some authorization and all things. So is the status code if you are unauthenticated, which is returning, and also prohibiting. It's a kind of access controller. So if you have not access, it will return back the 403 error, prohibited error, and 404 usually we know not found. If something not found, you can basically use that status code. Okay, cool. So 500 errors, another common errors in our industry. So which, if it is happening in server side, previously it happened in client side with our request. So this happening in our logic or database or whatever. So if something happened there, it would be a 500 error. Basically, like this error message comes with server, and also like 503. This is also common error. Like once your server get down, it will return this 503 error. Okay, cool. So if you want more reference, these are the links there. So I'll share these Excel sheets and all later, so you can refer and all. You can do the things. So I'm also running out of time, I guess. Anyway, so there are some other funny status codes you can see. 401. It means somewhat invented in the pool April 1st day. So they are like this means I am a teapot. Okay, that's somewhat cool. Status code. And this 420 thing, I think I'm not going to explain more about it, but I think most of the boys know what the 420 is. Okay, cool. Okay, fine. So if you know what's the 420 is, just react with the emoji. Okay, react with the love emoji. You know. Doesn't anyone know? How's that? Okay, you will learn later then. Cool. Then I think most of you come for the session for this one, databases in web development. So this is also another interesting topic which I'm going to discuss. So I think I have time. So someone from organizing committee just tell me like I have 2 hours of time, right? So it means when I started session till end, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So I was I'm taking much time, I know, but think these things are very important. So this is the database. So database is more important thing in modern database web applications. So definitely we are using databases for the applications in modern web development. So we found 2 types of databases in currently. Okay. So I told ChatGPT to, not actually ChatGPT, I told Midjourney API to generate the image for this one, like to represent relational database and non-relational database, and this is what they have generated me. Basically, it contains the idea. Let me explain first. Okay, let's go there. Okay, so like MySQL. So relational databases, we basically found these useful things like MySQL, PSQL, which I'm going to demo today, and Oracle kind of thing. So these two are mostly used in industry, and it's open source. So first of all, tell me what is the relational databases? I guys know. Can you guys at least put it in Q&A? Okay, I'm not going to waste the time. Anyway, like so relational database is like somewhat coming from a structured, so it is like a structured database which has relationships and all so basically it has relationships, tables, and kind of exact things there. So we can basically handle some structured data as a structured format. We can use that things in a relational database. And basically I want to discuss about these two also, MySQL and PostgreSQL. What's the difference between these two? I mean, have you ever worked with this one? I guess no. Anyone has worked with any of this? MySQL or okay. What you have worked with? You can't unmute. That's the reason. Okay. I understand.
No, yeah, actually, participant can unmute.
Okay, cool. Cool. Then which databases you have used within these all of these? Anyone? Just give me
Mostly used
answer.
like a MongoDB. We use MongoDB.
You have used MongoDB. Cool. And others? Didn't anyone use MySQL? How's that? I guess most probably you have used. Okay. So MySQL. So I'll basically focusing on relational database actually. Here basically when it comes to MySQL and this PostgreSQL, so mostly industry using now Postgres PSQL databases like companies like IFS. I'm telling like in our company also using this PSQL. Like I remember the first time I heard about this in ISQL IFS interview in long time ago. So so the thing is like when you are entering to internship, they definitely ask these kind of things. So I was not aware of PSQL when I was applying for internship. So now you have that opportunity because I am here to explain you all. So what's the main difference between MySQL and PostgreSQL, which is mostly using in industry and which is more important to learn? So MySQL is very lightweight thing. It is very what we call like faster than PostgreSQL. Okay, so when it comes to performance wise, MySQL is very very forward thing. So it's mostly using in simple projects like relational things, content management, and kind of web application. So we use that MySQL. And also major different, but when it comes to feature wise, it's more usable when it comes to PostgreSQL. Okay, so we can store data types like JSON, arrays, and range of things, and also full text search and materialized view, and many more things. So let me quickly show you show you the my Postgres thing. Okay, so this is how that this is how the these PostgreSQL things looks like. Okay, cool. So I'm planning to give you an exercise, but in related to this one, but I don't think you have proper time there. So I'll quickly okay, I'll give you 5 minutes anyway. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. So not this one. I'll give you 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, exactly 5 minutes. Okay. So you should have to come up with where's my his demo. Oh no, it was there, right? So I have designed it's already. I had that question. 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me quickly give you the question here. So I want you guys to just. Okay. I want you guys just to read this one carefully. Hopefully. At least don't want to wait. Wait a minute. Hopefully you guys can see the question, right? Not exactly. Huh? Wait. Yeah. Hopefully you guys can see the screen. Eh? So I just want you guys to quickly think about design for this one, and we'll dive deep. Quickly go through. I just give you like 5 minutes. It's so it's time. So your time starts now. Just think about the design. Think about a design and come up with it, and keep it in your mind. I'll discuss later on. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. I think we are running out of time. So basically, I'll come up with the solution. So someone can design something like this. What was my question was, our company 𝗀𝐻𝑖𝑔 it has multiple departments. Actually, we have the multiple departments: HR division, finance, and technology. And so we have some talented consultants and all, and we are working with various projects and all. So basically, we company want to track informations, salaries, department assignments, and all. So I was asking you to design a database to store those data. Okay. So basically, someone can come up with this kind of solution. So installing everything in within a single table. I mean, so we can do that actually. That's the thing I wanted to highlight here. So so why don't we do that? Actually, here is the place the normalization and denormalization concepts are come. So these because this is a backend session, I thought to very important to explain these stuffs here. So which is really really useful for you. I thought to explain these things here. That's why I took these things. So basically, like here, as you can see, there's one into Hasaranga. Okay, he is from department engineering, and he's working on design like this salary things, and so definitely software engineers getting much higher salaries than this. Okay, I'm just added this data, and likewise, so we can install every data here, but it's not work, right? It's not the real way to do. Why I'm saying that is like it will cause for a redundancy. As you can see, like this department name, it has repeated everywhere. See, and like if we want to update this one, we have to update all these columns. Okay, all these rows. It will be not work. Okay, and then basically if we have to enter some new employee or something, so if there's any multiple references, let's say we added some new employee, it's a nightmare to handle with this structure. So this is somewhat denormalization. Actually, we use this also. I mean, when it comes to some table, think like we have to take immediate data, so we use that one, but this is not the proper way for that. So we have that normalization concept. So here we are dividing those into certain tables, and basically, as you can see, here you can uh, use these things here. So so basically we can keep relationships one to many kind of like. So if I take like department can have multiple employees, and a single employee can sometimes work on single department for a single time. But when it comes to a project, employee can work on multiple projects in same time. So this would be the many to many relationships. So there should be another table for store their IDs, that what we call composite table. So that table also there. Okay, and also let's say salaries. So that table also there. That should be the design for the development, as I mentioned, like for that that question. So let me quickly show you. Let me copy. Let me quickly show you this one. So so here basically I want to highlight the database, I mean tables here. I have created those there, and I have entered some data there. So in PostgreSQL, you can basically run those things. So let me quickly explain you. Let me So here we have to know, there are a few things you should definitely keep in mind, which is joins. Okay, it's a key concept in databases. So I think you all have heard these things. So SQL joins, we have mainly 3 joins. Okay, so one is basically first one is so here there are a lot of joins. I mean, they have simplified, I mean divided to, but basically we have 3 joins. One is inner join and left outer join, and what we simply call left join, and the right join. So what these joins are doing. So let me quickly code. I had to yeah. So what I'm planning is I want to show you guys how it works. Okay, so let me show you quickly. So I'm going to run some select queries here. So for the inner join thing. Okay, so inner join, it will return the like between the matches between both tables. If I simply go that because here this is the inner join, so it will take the matches with both two conditions. So let me explain it with a SQL query. So I have pre-written the queries since I'm getting more time there. So basically let me explain the things also. So these joins you should definitely know about. Okay, so it's very simple actually. This is the inner join, and it's joining 2 tables actually. I mean, it has taken the department table and the salary table, and it is returning this query is for returning. Let me show you quickly. Let's see. Let me explain that. So basically, this query return in the as an inner join. So it return in current identify the current salary of each employee along with their department name. So that's what we are doing here. To achieve this one, they need to combine the information from employees, department, and salary tables. Okay. So let me run this. As you can see, like we need this syntax. You should definitely think of that one. So what we are basically doing is we write this these, I mean, where clause and for when you are writing a select query, the easiest way is what I'm doing is write select from where first, and then I'm thinking about the query thing. So firstly, you should have to specify the table which you are getting data from, and also then you should have to specify which columns you have to take. So it could be anything like literally anything. So then you can basically write the where clause. In our case, if we have that inner join, so we have to think about the tables we are joining. So we can just simply put this and join by ID. I mean, this is the common ID, as you can see, like in for both things, like let's say like department table columns, like department ID is there, and also for the employee table, it has that department ID. So that's the common thing, and we can basically connect join to that one. And also same goes to salaries table, it has employee ID. So let's run this one. and you can see the common values will appear here. Okay, this is what happening there in inner join. And then the left join, I quickly go. I'll quickly go there. So what will happen in here is the left side table is joining with the right side table. So usually here what happening is let me minimize this one. Okay, okay. So with the here, like you can see, like whole things from left join will come, and it will disappear. It will remain null as for the other if there's any column which is not providing data for that. So let me quickly run this one and show you. So see, these data are coming from the employed. I think they are coming from employees table. So that's the left table, and it's taking the projects. It's taking the employees which are not assigned to a project. So actually, I mean, with the project ID is taking. So if someone not assigned to a project, it will display null here. That's what happening in left join. Okay. Then I'll quickly dive to the right join. So what happening here is it's taking the right side and it will showing things. Okay. So I think we are running out of time very much. 9:10 now. Hopefully I'll do. I'm not going to take much more time, guys. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'll quickly do this. There are a few other things also I want to discuss. Actually, if you see here, I wanted some more stuff to discuss, but I don't think I have time for this. Anyway, quickly go to this. So this is left join. It's this is right join. It is taking the basically join the right hand side with the back left side. So see, like here the thing happen here is like we are taking the data. I mean, we are taking the we are retrieving the like projects which which have inactive. I mean, which the projects which is not employees assigned. Like, so this is the other side. Like, so here we are considering about project table. Okay, and previously we considered about employees table. So that's somewhat different. So let me. So it should be. I mean, here the thing is thing happened was like there are no tables with without. I mean, in this there's no projects with without employees. So let me quickly enter thing. Then it will be display here. So let me enter insert query. So let me quickly enter value here. So I'll delete file and project name as Slit. Let's say. So let me quickly enter this one. Let's query run successfully. If I run again, this one, it, as you can see, it's returns Slit here, and those right join thing works correctly. So that's all from database team. I'll quickly go through these stuffs. Quickly go through, guys. So here I wanted to show you like the things we can use solo learn and things I earlier mentioned them, so not going to mention those again. So key backend technologies. So when it comes to key backend technologies, basically we found programming languages and frameworks, databases and web servers. We discuss about databases and we have to discuss about programming languages and frameworks. Let me quickly go there. So what is a framework actually? What is a framework? So I'm not going to ask these questions again, so you don't have we don't have time. So basically framework is somewhat like predefined blueprint of development. Okay, so basically framework, so we create frameworks using programming languages, and since framework is a blueprint for a house, let's say it's for a house, so it's like some equipments and the soil and all the things, cement and all we need to prepare a house. They are like programming language, and blueprint of a house is like framework, so they are giving common solution. And what is library? Libraries, the things some coders developed which we can use in our code also, but they framework is definitely framework of programming language should be definitely be in our project, but libraries should not be exactly be there. Okay, so one of the famous library we are using, not in backends but in front ends, we all have heard about React, right? So it is somewhat we are commonly using in industry. I mean React, it's a library actually, not a framework. Most of the people didn't get this one. I have heard some things. So React is a library. And what is package? So basically a package is basically like organized code which can simplify our development, and which can reusable in our code. So basically if we are using a package, we definitely need a package management. Okay, so if you have worked with like JavaScript related development, Node and kind of thing, so you definitely have heard about npm. Npm is somewhat like package management tool which we are using in industry. And there are some other tools, some other things I want to highlight. If you are a JavaScript developer, if you are allowed to JavaScript, you have that package management tool called yarn. It is somewhat odd, but yeah, it's also there. But what I want to highlight is there's a package management called pnpm. So it is very usable and very secure. So it's a common trend in industry to use. And so we need that things packages when it comes to development and libraries and frameworks, and it will easy our make easy our developments. So I'll explain quickly common backend frameworks. So I think you all know this this icon. Let me see how many participants. There are 80 around. It's a great number, I guess. එකත් හොඳ ලකුණක් නේ කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ. Okay, so anyway, like so Python has then that Django Flask kind of frameworks which is using. And if you are a good developer in Python, you definitely can learn machine learning and automation kind of things, which is really useful in your industry. And also will be if you are a SLIT student, definitely will be useful for your research also. Okay, so it is something important I wanted to highlight. And also Java, it's also commonly used in technology in our IT industry. So it's basically more performance and more scalable solution. And also I wanted to say like banking system like BOZ and most of the banking system designed with this Java based I mean under the hood they have the Java things. So Spring Boot is commonly used in framework for Java, and there are some other frameworks also. Okay, then PHP. I think most of you have done IWT in your first year, so there you might meet this PHP things. So basically, it's mostly. I mean, I have heard some developers also telling like PHP is dead. Actually, it's not dead yet because of a certain framework which called Laravel. So Laravel is one of the main most popular framework years ago, like 10 years ago. Even I was first Laravel developer, so which I really love to use that Laravel framework. And also PHP has that Symfony, and there are some special capabilities there, like PHP has real good community support because it was older, and it's Laravel giving real energy to PHP. So basically these high-tech companies like Facebook, Wikipedia, Yahoo and Slack, they're really high-tech companies. They are still using this Laravel, I mean basically PHP. So it's a good language. And Golang is somewhat Google invented, so they are strongly behind this goal, and they are providing community support and all. So that's because of that, this Golang become a powerful language nowadays. So they have that Gin as a web framework, and 𝗂𝗏 as a high performance web framework. So I have used a bit Golang, but not much into that. So I can't exactly tell you the things, but Golang is also used in industry. So last but not least, the most importantly, JavaScript. So JavaScript is the most common language currently used in the industry and everywhere. So basically we can develop the backend and front end both with JavaScript. So commonly using JavaScript frameworks is Express.js and Fastify. So they are commonly used in industry. And one thing I wanted to highlight is some of the JavaScript frameworks. You might have heard of this Next and Nuxt.js. Nuxt sometimes you might not, but Next definitely you should have heard. So Next, these things are front-end technologies, but basically which providing server-side capabilities. So that's why I included here as a backend frameworks. So when it comes to Next.js, it comes with React. So it's the enhancements of React, and also Nuxt.js means it comes with Vue.js, one of the great programming language I have ever used, Vue.js. So it's come with Nuxt.js. So also the Electron.js you might have heard. So this JS platform can basically convert Node.js environment into a Chromium environment. So we can use this for desktop application development, which is really important for us. So also I want to highlight this TypeScript here. I mean, with JavaScript is really goes with TypeScript. So so TypeScript is for type safety of JavaScript, which we can basically provide some syntax there, like we can provide exactly it is a string, exactly it is a it should be this object kind of thing. So we can highlight those things. So I can explain more, but I think it's running out of time. So yeah, so basically JavaScript is widely used in everywhere. Literally everywhere is using, every company is using JavaScript. If you are if you learn JavaScript, it will be really useful to your career and all. So these are the top tech companies which use in JavaScript. I was forgot to say, like, this 𝗏𝗏, if you learn 𝗏𝗏, it will be really useful for you to take some jobs in Sri Lanka. Some companies really using, like 𝗥𝗏 and also that 𝗥𝗏𝗵. So I have got offers from those companies also. So 𝗥𝗵 and 𝗥𝗏. So once I facing for the interviews, and finally they told me like their tech stack would be 𝗏𝗏, and those are stuff they are really using. So that's something keep in mind keep in your mind. Okay, so quickly I'll go to building simple backend application. So I have created a backend application here. This is actually my whole Saturday. Okay. But I think I took like 22 minutes overall. So I mean, we are about to finish this in 9 o'clock. So I am not going to explain this line by line. Basically, I think I just go through some stuffs here, but I don't think this is the time for explain these things. This is the demo I wanted to show you anyway, but unfortunately I don't think we have time for that kind of demo. So I'll quickly run through the some things. Like, I wanted to explain these things more, I planned more, but we don't have time. So what I'm going to do is I already created a repo for this one. So I'll put it in Git, and your organizers can share or whatever. I'll put this in chat. So if anyone want anything, like, I'll share this in my Git profile, and you can just download and take a look. And it's very simple. You can just read and you can understand. So if there's any, in case, I'll add a readme file here also. Then you can read and you can just go through your coding, and you can do whatever thing. So hope session useful to you all. So I think some of you guys is still here. So I really thankful to join in with me and sharing your time with me, and will be great opportunity to me to be with you all. So honestly, I'm really glad to be here, and I really love to spend time with you all. So it's a really good time for me also. So I'm not going to waste time, waste the time of you. So what I want to say is, if you have anything, any doubt, anything related ID development or whatever, just drop me a message on LinkedIn. I will reply. So yeah, that's all. So thank you so much for being with me. And yeah.
Sir, can you tell what the language is used to create building language like JavaScript?
Sorry?
What
I didn't
language
get the
is
question.
used to create JavaScript, Python like that?
Yeah. Can you repeat the question, please? I didn't get you actually.
What is the language is used to create JavaScript, Python?
Actually, JavaScript, Python, they are languages. They are programming languages. Okay. So basically, under the hood, we can say like it's machine learning or assembly or something, but they are actually programming languages. So as I explained, like JavaScript is the key, and with so as I explained, it's the key actually. Like it's a raw materials. If we take as a house building thing, that example, so those JavaScript or Python or Java or PHP, they are the raw materials, and our house blueprint is like framework. So Laravel for PHP, JavaScript frameworks, Express, Node.js, Fastify, as I mentioned, they are frameworks. So we are building application with those. So basically, for the answer for your question is like JavaScript and Python are basically the languages. Hope you got the answer, right?
So can you understand Sinhala?
Yeah, I can understand. So definitely, yeah. Ismail, Ken.
දැන් app කරනකොට අපි JavaScript Python use කරලා කරනවානේ. දැන් JavaScript Python
I can. Hello, madam, clear na sorry.
okay sir දැන් ඇවිල්ලා අපි app එකක් කරනකොට හදනකොට අපි languages use කරනවානේ sir JavaScript Python වගේ. අර languages වල කොහමද හැදුවේ?
මට මචං ඔයාගේ ප්‍රශ්නේ හරියට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇත්තටම. ඔයාට මම මේ මගේ LinkedIn profile එකට මේ message එකක් දාන්න. මං link එක එවුව නේද? මං ඉන්න මං දැන් දාන්න. ඔයා මට මේ ඔයාගේ ප්‍රශ්නේ කියන්න මං කියන්න ඔයාට contact කරගන්නවා. මොකද running out of time. ඔය ප්‍රශ්නේ මට දාන්න මගේ LinkedIn profile එක මම මේකේ දාන්නම්. Sorry, just wait. Wait. I'll go from my profile. Wait. මං මේකේ ඔයාලට chat එකේ දාලා තියෙනවා මගේ LinkedIn profile එක. ඔය profile එකට යන්න. ගිහිල්ලා මේ මට message එකක් දාලා තියන්න මේ මං ඔයාගේ ප්‍රශ්නෙට මං එහෙම phone call එකක් කරගෙන හරි answer එකක් දෙන්න. මට clear නෑ වාහන එක. තාම මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද මට අහන්නම තුන ඇත්තටම. time එක ගැන හිතුවේ. තා ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවද? I saw there's a question. No? What is the most popular programming language for backend development? So it's different. So I can't we can't exactly say this is the popular thing. We can't say because it depends on the country. So if you are going for the country like what we call like Germany or somewhat like in Europe, basically they are more popular. They are more aligned with Laravel kind of things. Laravel basically PHP based because their origin comes from them. So they are usually use that kind of thing. So if you are planning to go skill migration or something, it's difficult. It's better choose Laravel kind of thing for those countries. And when it comes to USA or that kind of country, so they are basically not using like Vue.js kind of stuff because they are those Vue.js and Nuxt.js, those things are coming from China, so they are not using Chinese products. So they are avoiding those things. And also that React is coming from somewhat from Facebook developing. No? So it is somewhat basically widely using. So I can't exactly give you an answer, but better to learn JavaScript. So because they have really good community support, and also it has really good really variety of frameworks. So better to learn JavaScript. It will be really useful, and not only JavaScript, it's really combined with TypeScript. So if you able to learn about TypeScript, it will be really useful in your industrial journey. Okay. So anyone else have a question? So if not, let's wind up for now. So thank you for giving me time. So anyone taking all? Okay, that's it. That's the moderator. Cool.
Thank you, Mr. Anula. And also, if you have more questions, please feel free to ask them in the delegates group. Now, we are excited to announce our next session on WebWrap 1.0 series. On 28 June, which is tomorrow, we will be having a web hosting session where you will learn about how to host your website and also how to earn an income through it. Hope to see you all there. Before we end, we want to thank Mr. Ranula for sharing his knowledge with us. This session really helped us to understand backend integration better, and we are honored to have you as our speaker. To show our thanks, we present you this token of appreciation for your valuable contribution to WebWrap 1.0. Thank you for inspiring us all. As we bring this session to a close, we'd like to capture a virtual moment with all of you. So if you are comfortable, please turn on your cameras and let's create a collective snapshot of our engaging time together. Additionally, we have provided a backdrop in the delegates group, so please set it as your background for the photo.
Aditya, I think you're muted.
Hi, I am.
Hi, hi.
Thank you all. Finally, I would like to thank all the participants who are present here with us today. Your involvement and presence have made this session truly special. We look forward to seeing you at our next session. Until then, take care. Good night.